Okay, so this is just a ranked match. I got placed in gold 2. Um let's see. This was a match against HRA. I bumped into it a couple times now. Even on the quick matches before ranked came out, with the new buff to the HRA. A lot of people have seen this new build with the Aken Chapel and just going to fast castle. I'm going for a fast stable. I've been kind of playing around again with doing the stable. You know, it's a good strat against HRE. Kind of help to slow down their gold, but we'll see in another match after this that I actually think that it might be better to commit to a fast feudal, rush feudal, and get an archery range up as fast as possible, just to get the Mangudai raids. And since they're going fast castle, you'll get feudal about the same time, and your Mangudai can kind of work against the man-at-arms rush. I'm sending over a horseman. You can kind of tell he's not the best of players because the scout kind of runs in here and gets picked off. I'm still scouting around the map, and he's he used his gold for a prelate.
Was? Is alles goed, dan ga je er eigenlijk in.
Sorry, I'm reading a message.
Inti?
So I'm kind of just raiding him here, doing a little bit of damage. With the HRE, you know, it's kind of. I mean, I can kind of hit here and just to pull this prelate in. And I was considering committing and sending more horsemen, but I already saw he's got so many villagers over here. It's not really worth it. Even though that this is far away, I didn't really think that was going to be worth it. And I think I've already slowed him down enough. You know, where he's not continuing to collect gold here. So he's going up with the Aken Chapel, and it's right next to his town center. I think this is kind of a misplay by him. It probably would have been better to go close to your gold, but I don't know. It might be better just get super fast wood collection too. He's got 14 eco, and I'm at 14 eco, so we're tied up on eco. I'm running out of food here, unfortunately, but I've got a good amount of sheep coming back right now with my con, and I'm just getting ready to collect gold to start aging up. So the horseman is I enjoy going it and getting that pressure, but we'll see on this next game that against HRE, like, you can get this extra horseman. I could probably have a couple more horsemen here, but he's just gonna emergency repairs this, and he's fast tapping up this Aken Chapel. So the eco kind of goes silent for a little bit, but now he's gonna collect a ton of wood and he's gonna transition. So I guess this is the good thing about this is I'm forcing him to collect wood, and I've cut down his gold right now to nothing. And he's gonna go collect berries, and I'm getting ready to age up. I had some downtime with my villagers here, but I'm almost ready to age up. So I've got 4 on gold, I got 7 on wood, and I got 7 on food. So I've got a good spread here that's gonna let me drop archery ranges And yeah, so he's dropped his barrack almost immediately. And so that's, I guess, the plus about this. It's only 2 horsemen. It's not a huge cost. And you know, I have basically been able to shut down his gold, which is big. Let's see. So I majored up with deer stones. Sorry about that. Tapping up with 5. I didn't want to commit too many. I knew I was a little bit that was definitely behind him, but I knew that was still, you know, 5 minutes in. I've also kept him off of gold, so I don't have to worry too much. So he's sends out his first spearman, and you know, with his first spearman, I know that that I'm gonna be off of gold, and he's gonna start, you know, just collecting, and he's gonna age up pretty quick here. So I guess the plus side is I've made him commit to his barracks, an early barracks, and kept him off of gold for about until the 6-minute mark. So I've slowed him down a little bit in terms of his fast castle. A lot when it's just an uncontested fast castle, he is starting to age up at like now. Basically, he's starting to age up. So he's cranking out a ton of villagers on gold. I figured that he was. I'm almost done here, and I think. So I reached here. My villagers here. I want to have enough on wood, so that's why I have good infrastructure built. You know, I used to do 6, 7 on wood, but I feel now that it's better to go a little extra. So I was kind of testing the waters with my horsemen, seeing what I could see. I'm just kind of holding there for now. My Khan is still running around the map trying to collect what he can. He's gonna pick up a couple more sheep. And yeah, so we dropped the Ubu. And we're dropping an archer immediately. Oh, we delayed his build, but we didn't stop it. And while I'm riding around here, you will see that now that he's pretty much ready to age up, he pulled some villagers early. He pulled 8 villagers a little early, and he's gonna drop. He starts harassing me in my base. And I see him dropping this the burgrave. So right when I see the burgrave, I know that he's gonna rush me with men-at-arms. And I'm able to kind of pick out a couple. He's gonna send the spearmen over. He's got 2 of them. They're just kind of patrolling for raids, I guess. So I guess that might be, you know, it's a trade-off. If I don't transition to Mangudai, if I don't age up, I could have had more horsemen, and I probably could have stopped him aging up. But he has a forward age up, which just that's what allows me to kill off a couple of villagers. If he has his burgrave right here, then I can't do anything to stop it. So in the long run, it's actually better that I didn't commit to my horsemen and make more horsemen. And I'm starting to pump up Mangudai. I do have double archery ranges. I'm tapping up my blacksmith. I want to get my damage up on the arrows as soon as possible. Spearmen have 0 armor. My Mangudai does 7 damage. And we're gonna see. I'm sure it's, yeah. But he's popping out a couple early men-at-arms. Oh, he's popping them out from his barracks. Okay, well I'm sure he's gonna start pumping out here once his production gets online. So I know he's got his burgrave coming, so I'm coming to start raiding. I need to start doing damage as soon as possible. He's got 3 ranged armor, so I'm only gonna do 4 damage per shot with my Mangudai. So this upgrade, the steeled arrow is gonna be huge in terms of being able to maintain damage. So he's upgrading his early man-at-arms to man-at-arms basically immediately. Now it's 4 range, so not only doing 3 damage. But yeah, it's gonna be really important that I get this upgrade. And yeah, he's just pumping out units. So I'm also at 33 eco. We're keeping things here kind of controlled. We're having constant Mangudai production. I can't keep both ranges going, unfortunately. I do now, and then my TC kind of drops off in terms of some of the idle time here. I'm getting my steel arrow upgrade, and yeah, I've got 34 eco, 8 military, 33 eco, 8 military. So he's trying to come at me with his man-at-arms. The big plus is he's really committed to this strat. I'm sure that it's something he saw. Everybody's kind of seen this new strat, and he's just trying to mimic it. He doesn't have archers. I think the second that he sees Mangudai, the smart move would have been to bring out archers. So, I see he's got a ton of troops right now. He's up to 13 military, but I'm kind of keeping par. I've got 11 now. So that's the big thing. I'm able to kind of keep up with him, and I've got enough infrastructure going here in the back that I can still maintain production, which is really important because here you can see with these 18 guys I was beginning to start running out of food. Luckily I've got enough wood production. I can drop three pastures in. So he's got a really a nice ball of men here. He's got 15. I just keep picking him off. I was able to pick up that prelate, which was really nice. It was pretty important that I pick it up. I was bringing this villager over to drop on a tower. My vision was on this tower. It was right here, so that's my movement up. And he's kind of committing to pushing me now. But his military, I've been able to kind of wither down this whole time and not let him get a mass up. And you know, he's still at home and he's just pumping out these men-at-arms. I think he realized that he needs to. He's trying to get here to get but yeah, it's just even though it's a slow wither, it's gonna do a bunch. So I get fitted leatherwork. Unfortunately, there's a villager here, but I get the fitted leatherwork just in case he does, if he is able to catch me in a fight. He sent a villager up. I think he might have thought about dropping a tower, or he might have misclicked. I dropped the attack speed arrow. So here is when he has lost a bunch of guys. So what he had 15, maybe 30 military built throughout, now he's down to. And you know, in my base, I've stabilized my food with these 5 pastures, or 7. I dropped a couple more. Still collecting a bunch of wood back there, and now I'm just kind of parked out here in front of his burgrave. I am starting to build scouts. I was rallying him over to the side. I want to just get a mass so I could raid some buildings and get some eco. And I'm coming in over here. He saw that I was coming in to raid, so he did 3 garrisons. Good move. He's at 36 eco. I'm at 39. So he's been messing up his macro for him to have less than me. You should, unless I go TC, pretty much no civ should have less villagers, unless they're boss villagers. Because you know you always have your travel time on the start. So his villagers are way out of place here, and so he loses a ton of villagers here, absolute ton of villagers. He's down to 30 again, and he's gonna lose a bunch more. And his military was just a small ball at this point. So if coming at you with the HRE, it might not be. It's probably not worth it to fully commit to the age 1 aggression, because you kind of can, but this was kind of lucky in the sense that he built this out here, because if he builds it over here, masses, and then pushes, it becomes a lot harder for me to stop him. So I'm just pulling out and back, and he's just gonna, I'm pretty sure it's just GG's. I got more coming out over here. His eco is down to 22. I'm up to 43, now I got 23 military. So it's 100% over at this point. For him to catch up would be really crazy. So he just can't. He doesn't have the eco to do it. So he quits that match as a surrender. And then we're gonna watch the other HRE match that I just played. Also gold. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's this one. This one was Mongol. This one was English. Yeah, so it's this one. So a little bit of a longer match. But again, you know, before ranked these days, there's been a lot of players doing this HRE build when I was playing quick matches, so I wasn't, I just kind of expected this to happen when I was playing this one as well.
Sports cafe.
So on this map, I also go for the stable play. I'm coming over to kind of scout. He is collecting his gold. Yeah, let's speed it up a little bit. So sending over my horseman. Kind of see his TC and kind of just scouting around. He's got double scout, so he's doing a good job of collecting a bunch of sheep. He does a better job than me in that on this map. And so I've got a good idea of his whole backside here. And I just go down to collect some sheep here. And he beats me collecting a couple sheep. And was able to sneak a couple out from him, which was nice. But he's got a ton of sheep here, and he's dropping his lumber camp. I'm kind of surprised he dropped over here instead of over there by his guys. I was raiding and I got him off of his gold. He doesn't want to kind of deal with the pressure here on this gold. But it does slow down his age up time. So, you know, I think, you know, it's kind of a gamble. But 1 to 2 horsemen is almost always worth it to harass here at this gold. I have my scout, but I send my, you know, I picked up a couple sheep, and I was struggling for sheep, so I just sent my scout back. Wasn't really worth fighting. So he's down here and he's collecting gold again. I kind of figured that he might be. So I sent my horseman around, and yeah, he's collecting gold. So I'm just kind of harassing here, and I'm ready to age up before he was. So that was kind of a misplay on his part in terms of what you can do with HRE with your gold. You probably could have forced it, or just fought off my one horseman. But yeah, that's kind of why, you know, this works in definitely in lower elos, this early harass. But I think in higher elos, they're just gonna kind of fight you off. So he's dropped a barracks. I guess he's kind of sick of the horseman, so he pushes me off. And I'm just gonna fall back. There's no need of kind of staying here and fighting this. I tap it as fast as I can. I really need to get the Mangudai out, because I knew he was gonna go for this fast castle. Again, his fast castle is delayed because of that early aggro, so that helps me a lot in being able to control this. But yeah, I think a lot of players have been trying out this new strat, and it's not bad, but if they, you know, you can't have your agent come. So we have a little fight out here, and pretty sure I lose my con. Yeah, I lose my con. He survives with his scouts and he's just kind of running around. And you know, now that we've aged up, we've dropped our archery range. We're gonna start pumping out a bunch of Mangudai because I figured that he's gonna start cranking out more men at arms. And he's got spearmen to deal with the cav. I do see his horseman pushing up, so I kind of fell back. I wanted to just wrap around the side here and see what I could get in terms of raid on his build. Does drop a preemptive tower, which is good. He's kind of learning from the aggression from the other side. And so I'm pushing him here, connected here. My eco base is stabilizing. My economy's at 27. His eco's at 30, so he's a better job at his HRE opponent and keeping his eco going. So he's got a 3 villager advantage on that. And yeah, militarily I've got 7. He's got 11. So he's got a little bit better military, but he doesn't have any range. That's kind of so he's aging up now. I kind of had a feeling that he was going to be aging up. And so I'm just asking him. I'm not going to try to compete in an age up race. It's just kind of out. If you grab better eco, he's going to get them for me. So I think it's important that I just kind of relax here. Furthering down a little bit. He's using a couple horsemen here and there. So he reaches castle. I'm just gonna loop and kind of regroup my Mangudai. I need to get my blacksmith up and start making sure I get enough damage. Because I know that with this castle age and this burgrave, he's gonna be just pumping out men at arms. So his eco's at 35, 15 military. It's kind of old start.
Schönes Bild.
Kind of messed up We've got 19. So we're able to kind of compete there. A little bit.
Schöne gebauetes.
Nones is doing these houses right.
Sieht zum Schwerpunkt.
He's dropping a couple of houses. Realized. Got 10 men at arms. I have got towers. Here at the bottom, the top protect these relics. The top and I'm able to kill a bunch of quite a few losses. That was so his military mass is at 23. And this ballistic. That side. My military's at 14, my eco's at 41. So that last raid really helped equalize my eco with his. Put me in
Was soll ich
Sende mich an meine Sende mich an meine
Ein schöner gebaut.
And yeah, he's up to 38, and I'm at 43. So he's got a nice mass. 2, 12, 11, 23. He's well enough to pick it up and get it well enough to the bottom here. So again, we got rid of the castles, kill a bunch of villagers.
Was soll getan werden?
He He's at 20. He's coming up and pushing him high. He's 23 men at arms. Not to go aggressive. Luckily, able to. Wow, so I guess I kind of messed up. I had to I knew it was going to, so I knew it was next. Gathers, kind of safe. Kind of rally. Here, I was able to kind of escape. Or no, I just had them placed and he was sending the villager over. And they were able to get picked up. He's got a pretty nice. These players are going to kind of I think I pulled these guys to circle the towers too. So he's just torching the guys super fast. Dropping this wall up at front. I was kind of thinking whether to raid or how I was going to raid. I knew a big thing was that I had a ton of food, I was short on gold, and I could age up. And I needed to age up at this point. So I drop a market. And, I knew if I was going to commit a couple of villages, try to work my way up to get enough gold for a step. I still want to get a good returns on that. And I need to start getting more damage to these men at arms because that push, he's able to push pretty much all the way across here. From here over with a good amount of fire, getting shot at and didn't really get beat up. Perhaps I keep here, which I think was a good choice. Maybe up here just because there's no resources here anymore. Was decent. It probably might be better forward. Anyway, I'm up to. He's up to 30 villagers. I'm up to 41, and I'm up to caster. So I'm running up my Mangudai constantly. I know he's gonna commit to this meta, like usually players do. We could make archers or mangonels to really help him, but he doesn't. At this point, I think I'm upgrading my Mangudai, getting him a bunch of villages out, and now we're gonna get some good gold. And I saw that he was walled up, so at this point I just need to collect a bunch of resources and get a cav force so I can break down these walls. I didn't want to just idle these Mangudai, so I do wrap up around to the south and kind of work on these walls. You do some damage. He probably could have done something in terms of attacking me there. I'm up to 44 eco, so he's back. He's at 32, so he's kind of something in terms of stabilizing himself, and that 10 villager difference is being maintained. Dropping more stables. I gotta start building a cav mass here. So I'm gonna rally a bunch of cavalry here. And my Mangudai are upgraded now, so they're doing a lot more damage. And I say a lot more, but 3 more damage. A little bit tankier and a lot more life. He's dropping a second TC, which is good because he's going to need it to kind of get his eco stabilized. But I'm going to start pressuring him here pretty hard. I've had a bunch of villagers on me now. I usually don't have this many on wood, but you know, I think I've started to realize that you gotta be able to start pumping that infrastructure. Even if you have the best food and gold and whatever, if you don't have enough infrastructure, it's all for naught. I'm dropping out a shaman to start picking up these golds or these relics. I have them, you know, protected with these outposts. I got kind of lucky as it come out of anything. And we'll start working on this wood line. My food is doing really good and my gold is. He's still got 1 gold in his base. And he's got this gold. So he's running out of gold really fast. His gold's only got 600 left. And he's got still pretty much a full 4,000 up there. But he's gonna have to start pushing out soon. And I'm finishing up here. So I'm gonna start sending these guys out. I'm gonna set up over here. And drop a couple of towers just in case he raids. Dropping a second shaman as well to pick up the other relics. I wanted to pick up the relics pretty quickly. And I'm getting fitted leather work. And I'm upgrading my horseman to veteran. I figured that a lot of my gold was gonna go to upgrades and the Mangudai. So I wanted to make sure my horsemen were in a decent shape to fight. So he's just trying to restabilize his eco. I think he kind of knew he was in a tough spot here. My eco's at 52. Now he's at 45. So he's starting to catch up with his double TC. But I'm working through this wall. And once I get through, I'm gonna raid immediately. He probably should. He could have built a second wall here. I'd slowed this down completely. He could have built a stone wall and shut it down 100%. He could have dropped the tower and kept me off. So there's a bunch of things that he could have done that he didn't do. So that kind of made this match a little easier than something, you know, you might see normally. My infrastructure here is doing good. I'm starting to drop off relics. It's at my con, but it's no biggie. I have 54 eco, and he's down to 36 now. 5. So I'm able to do a lot of 5 damage in terms of eco. So I know he's not anywhere up here, and I just gonna have to circle back to try to get back through the hole here, which he's repairing. And at this point, you know, he's trying to stabilize his villagers. And he's done a good job of that. But I got 8 Mangudai kind of chilling in the corner trying to survive. But I do have a decent cav mass that's getting ready to push. I have more Mangudai here ready. And he's putting his villagers back to work. But again, he's suffering, and now he's at 40 eco, where he was starting to pass me already, and now I'm at almost 60. So the difference that was 10 that got equalized now is back to a 20-point difference. So I'm going to pick up the other relics that are left. Still upgrading, getting a bunch of eco upgrades and lots of upgrades, a couple springle towers. I'm writing this down. I did try to send my Mangudai up here but he's able to kill him. He's got a lot of villagers. He's not able to kind of keep up with and he's sending over his men to kind of chill his cat first. I'm getting my Mangudai buff, got my priest. I needed to drop another prayer tent now. And a prayer tent at a time. Yeah, I've got enough to age it. So I can put all my food villagers to get a good tab off. And once I get this tab they're gonna mop up my guys pretty good. The plus is I do have 3 lancers, and the lancers do a pretty good job against men-at-arms. horsemen get chewed up pretty bad. But it's enough to kind of... He surrenders. Yeah, I was just kind of too far ahead. I got imp, and he knew that I was just going to get worse from here. I was going to start pushing with siege. I was dropping a ton of stables, so I could start forming, cav raids and pushing the middle with Mangudai and siege. But yeah, those are two matches where the HRE kind of man at arms rush that people are going to start kind of doing. You can kind of counter with Mangudai as long as they're not pressuring too hard with archer support. So just a couple matches, they're just gold ranks. On higher levels, it's not going to work so well. But thanks for watching, and start uploading some ranked matches.